Hey guys, today we will be doing a map of Europe from 1914. I was gonna do something different, but 1914 is the only one of the only dates that I actually know a lot of. Because I already did World War II. You can see that video. Let's go. So we got it before. I know you're thinking like, when is the war gonna start? But first you need to look at some backstory. We need to change 1914 to 1912. So this territory, which is now Turkey, was known as the Ottoman Empire. You can see it right here. It used to own like all of the Balkans. Now the people in the Balkans were not happy that Muslims were invading them. So they all branched out, and by 1913, they had pretty much pushed the Ottomans out. Then in 1913, the small kingdom of Bulgaria was kind of mad about what it got during the Balkan War and wanted to get more territory. So it invaded its former allies, and after about 2 months of war, the Bulgarians surrendered as all of these countries were attacking them: Greece, Serbia, Romania, and Turkey. So after that, these are what the borders are now. And this is where the war starts. Basically, in Sarajevo, the heir to the Austrian throne, Franz Ferdinand, was assassinated by a Serbian nationalist who really wanted Bosnia to be in Serbian control. On July, I think, it might be June, but I think it's July 28th, Austria-Hungary declares war on Serbia. Now, you can see from over here that Serbia is Russia's ally, so Russia's going to protect Serbia. But then Germany starts to mobilize because Germany's also Austria's ally. Then it just turns into a huge war. France is also Russia's ally, so France is going to help Russia because they're in the Triple Entente together. And then, after a couple of days, Germany invades Luxembourg, and then sends a telegram to Belgium to tell them to let them invade or face war. Now, Belgium's not just going to let them in. Belgium decides to refuse, and Germany enters Belgium. Now, the UK hasn't declared war on Germany yet, but when Germany went through Belgium and Luxembourg, the UK already secured independence of those two countries. So, UK decided to declare war on Germany for doing that. So the war was kind of calm. I'm not gonna tell you about any of the battles or what's happening. I'm just gonna tell you about the years and stuff that main things. So the Germans pushed pretty far. They were right near Paris. They were over here. And then in 1915, Italy joined the war against the Triple Alliance, which is weird because it's part of the Triple Alliance. The reason why is because of these territories that are ethnic Italian territories, and the Triple Alliance was only a defensive pact, so Italy wasn't obligated to join. So, because Austria-Hungary declared war on Serbia, meaning they were the attackers, so Italy wasn't obligated to do anything. Then Italy declares war on them when the Allies tell them they'll give them that lands and some land over here, but by 1918 they had lied. And then later, Bulgaria and the Ottoman Empire had declared war on the Triple Entente and had proceeded to invade Serbia and Montenegro. Most of the Serbians fled to either Albania or Greece. So on Christmas, Austria-Hungary invaded Albania and then put pressure on the Greek troops. Now, meanwhile, in Russia wasn't doing well as Germany was pushing into Russia, about this far. As Russia was doing pretty well in Austria, though. And then the borders don't really change because this is what was called quote unquote trench warfare. So where the Allies and the Central Powers were stuck in one place to where they could not move, and thousands of people would die for kilometers of land. Now, by 1917, the people of Russia were getting real sick of the war because it pretty much destroyed Russia's food supplies. So people started revolting, and the Bolsheviks eventually would take power in Russia. leaving like all this territory to Central Powers. That was around March 1918. The UK and France, since the Germans and Austrians spent most of their time gaining Russian territories, the France and Italy had a chance to push them out. Italy had been pushed back to there by a battle, like in late 1918. And then France won battles with Germany, pushing them to about here. And then this is where the Central Powers start falling. By 1918, Greece had like a lot of had been under a lot of pressure to join a side. So they joined the Allied powers and had proceeded to invade Bulgaria. On I'm pretty sure on September 31st, Bulgaria signed an armistice, ending the war between Bulgaria and the Allies. And then about a month later, the Ottoman Empire declares peace. And then Austria-Hungary would declare peace on November 3rd. Then finally on the 11th hour of the 11th day on the 11th month of 1918, Germany would sign an armistice between the Allies. That's all for this video, guys. Bye!